It is 66 degrees at Kauffman Stadium, but boy, is it windy. Maybe the harshest wind of this homestand, and that's taking last weekend into account. It is roaring directly in from left field and swirling around out toward the right field foul pole. The wind today is a factor. Michael Wacha is continuing his warm-up tosses and preparing for his third start of the season. So far, a .466 ERA this year for Wacha.
Wallner it is, standing in against Michael Wacha.
And Wacha takes care of him on 3 pitches.
He probably was guessing changeup there, and that would have been a good guess, but 94, see, he wasn't ready for it.
This one crushed to right down the line. Willie Castro in the corner. That's going to land fair. Skip off the wall. Castro will make his way to second base, and there's a 1-out double.
Well, Castro got him something over the heart of the plate, and he was able to drill that ball down into the right field corner, and Biggio had no chance of getting him at second base.
Correa, good night last night.
Out to Junior, who thought about going to third, but he'll take the sure out. 2 away, and Castro goes to third. Here's Trevor Larnach.
And in the hands, grounded to third. A lot of spin, but India handles it, throws to first. And Wacha does work around the 1-out 2-base hit.
Bailey's making his 91st career start, and he's going to use his pretty good pitch arsenal. His 4-seam fastball, changeup, his slider.
India was reaching. And Larnach goes into left center to make the play. 1 down.
And now Bobby Witt Jr.
And there's another one on a 1-2 pitch.
All right, see him on the side of the ball like that? That means he's going to wrinkle it. That's right, slider didn't break much, but it's right over the dish, and that was well struck. And you call it the game of inches because it is. Look at it. It was a ½ an inch away from getting caught.
Vinny is just 4 out of 23 during the homestand, but inside of that, he has 6 RBIs. Left center field, dropping, and it will fall. Junior moves up to second base, and that put an end to an 0 for 11 for Vinny, and the Royals have 2 on, 1 out.
Perez hitting almost .370 lifetime against over, adds to it, base hit to left. Went around third base, and he will head home and score. It's an RBI single for Perez. His first hit in this series, and the Twins are down 1-0.
This has been an offense that over the last couple of days has not scored an earned run. And this Royals offense is humming along. It's because those 3 bats are producing.
And now Biggio at the plate.
And that's popped up. Again, the wind knocking it down. Larnach, though, will get there to cover and make the play. Pasquantino back to second, Perez at first. So Biggio pops out. So 2 down, and here comes Michael Garcia.
Swung on a miss, and down goes Garcia. So Bailey strikes out Michael Garcia to end the inning, and Strand 2 behind him.
Twins down 1-0 as we move to the second. Ty France 5 for 11 in this series, a homer, 2 doubles.
2-1 hit high in the air. Plenty of contact for Ty France. Long run Melendez. He's not going to get it. And that ball's in the seats for a game-tying home run. The king of Kauffman strikes again. Ty France, his second homer as a Twin. His second in as many days. And it's 1-1 in Kansas City.
The king of Kauffman continues.
Yeah, he is loving life.
Jeffers started the game on Tuesday and was 1 for 4. Great spot. And his second strikeout.
That brings up Julian. He's the DH.
Now Julian sends this one to center field. Racing back goes Waters into the wind. That's over his head. That's off the wall. And now kicks away from Waters. Julian's rounding second. He will try for third. And now Witt drops the ball. And Eddie's safe at third base. Solid contact here from the Twins off Wacha. We saw Castro double in the first. Now here in the second, a France home run. And standing at third base is Eddie Julian here in the second inning.
Infield in for Jose Miranda, and he grounds it. India's got it. He's coming to the plate. Out at home plate. Great throw, great tag. And that was not an easy decision, but India went the aggressive route, and the Royals get a big out at home.
1-2 on Bader. Runner at first, 2 out. A run in. And a swing and a miss. So Wacha using that changeup to get Harrison Bader. Down he goes. Down go the Twins, but they get a run.
On 3 pitches, 2 outs recorded. And here's Drew Waters. And the lefty swings and misses. Down goes Waters. And what an answer from Bailey Ober. A very efficient 1-2-3 second frame.
2 quick outs for Michael Wacha. And that brings up Carlos Correa and a chorus of boos. Correa swats it in the air, shallow right center. Waters sprints in, slides, makes the catch. Grass stains on his left hip. He hauls it in for the final out in the top of the third inning. An excellent play from Drew Waters, making his first start in center at the K since the end of 2023. And there's one out in the bottom of the third inning. That brings up Bobby Witt Jr.
Line, that's a fair ball for Junior. Let's see how Larnach plays it. The ball dies up along the side wall, but Junior will stop at second base with his second hit. A one-out double.
And we've seen him hit triples down the third base line. Nobody else does, but we've seen him. And this one here, the ball got underneath. There's a little bit of a gap between the padding and the base of the wall, and it just kind of deadened and gave Larnach an easy chance to make the play to keep him from a triple.
Sixth double of the season for Bobby Witt Jr. He's in scoring position for Vinny Pasquantino.
It's a check swing towards third. Knocked down by Miranda, picks it up, throws to first, and he gets Pasquantino. Any other runner, and that error probably cost him, but he gets out number 2 without allowing Witt to advance. Perez will be the hitter. This one lined sharply to Miranda, reaches out, scoops it up on a beneficial short hop, and he throws out Sal Perez. Well done, Jose Miranda. Nifty glove work to get Perez at the hot corner. They strand Witt. No balls, 2 strikes to MJ Melendez. A 1-1 game. Ober delivers, and this ball hit in the air to right. We'll see if it carries. Wallner's going back. He's in front of the wall, makes the catch, keeping things in the ballpark and keeping this a 1-1 game.
And Julian takes a leadoff walk. That is Michael's first walk today. And now Miranda. And Miranda was the hitter that lost the hit and the RBI thanks to India's play. That's in left center field. And a running, diving play by MJ Melendez. And good for him because he was mad when he made the final out of the bottom of the fourth inning, slamming his helmet into the dirt, but he makes up for it immediately with his glove.
Gotta love that. And speaking of mad, how about Jose Miranda now has had 2 hits taken away from him by great defensive plays there. He's not real happy either. Look at Michael. Thank you.
0-1 the count. Freddie for me now 1 for 14 on the year. He grounded out to second his first time today.
Freddie puts down a great bunt, and Miranda can't grab it with his bare hand, and the Royals have their leadoff man on.
So the leadoff man is on. Whatever it takes. Get on base. Now Drew Waters.
And struck him out. Came back with the changeup. So Ober has fanned Waters twice, both on changeups. India back at third base defensively. Chance to get 2 here. Correa second for 1. Willie's return is low and dug out by France, and it is an inning-ending double play.
Michael Wacha issues his third walk of the game. Matt Quatrero pops out of the dugout, and he motions down to the bullpen, and he points down to the bullpen specifically with a sidearm point, signaling for the righty John Schreiber.
John Schreiber is going to come in to face Ty France, and the pitch is high ball 4. That'll drive a manager nuts. You bring a guy in from the bullpen and he walks the first man he faces. The Twins haven't had a base hit since Julian's double in the second. Jeffers is now the hitter. He's 0 for 2.
All tied at 1. 2 on, 1 out. Hit up the middle. And it's one scoots by Garcia into center field. Larnach rounding third. He will head home. Throw into third base. France slides in safely. And Jeffers comes up with a go-ahead RBI single. It scores Larnach. France to third. Twins have a 2-1 lead.
Cole Sands is on for Bailey Ober here in the bottom of the 7th. No contact for Melendez. He waves through the 1-2 pitch from Sands, and that's a strikeout for Cole.
First pitch to Freddie for me. Inside it hit him. Got him on his left shoulder. He winces, flexes his arm, and now nonchalantly takes away his protective gear and heads down to first. Well, they say a walk's as good as a hit, and a hit by pitch is as good as a walk. It puts the potential tying run at first base with 1 out. And Drew Waters comes to the plate.
That's back to the middle, and Castro can't get a glove on it. And Freddie Fermin, the tying run, will be at third base with less than 2 outs.
Drew Waters has his first hit of 2025, and the Royals have runners on the corners with only 1 out. Big spot for Jonathan India. Runners on first and third, 1 out.
And India lines it to left field to tie the game. And Drew Waters will go first to third. That was a big league at bat.
Well, that's one of the reasons why they traded for him. They knew that he was a guy that could be a presence in front of one of the greatest players in the game today, and Bobby Witt Jr. Look at 95 again. He believed he could beat him. Jonathan says, no, you can't. I'm going to knock in the tying run here to set up the go-ahead run for Jr. Beautiful job.
And he's got a deal with Bobby, who singled and scored in the first, doubled in the third, and then reached on an error and stole a base in the sixth. In the air, left center field, and Bader is there. Man, did the wind grab that ball. It's deep enough to give the Royals the lead. Carlos Estevez with a one-run lead will get the lower third of the Twins order. Julian, Miranda, and Bader.
Target set, the pitch made, and a high drive, well struck to center, but playable, and caught in center field by Tolbert. Now Gasper has come out of the Twins dugout, and he's going to hit for Miranda.
On the ground towards the hole, off the glove of India. The ball trickles into center field, and Gasper is safe, and the tying run is on. And now does Deshaun Kersey Jr. come into play here, and sure enough, we will see that. So Kersey will run. Bader is coming up. But Kersey will run for Gasper, and the tying run is on. Oh, and Bader got hit.
Ouch.
93 up and inside, so Bader will take his base. Well, this is how the Royals were able to take the lead. A hit batter sparked a seventh-inning rally, and now Bader gets hit following Gasper's successful plate appearance. So 2 on, 1 out, and Matt Wallner's coming up.
Got him.
Stayed with the hard fastball. Can't hit that too often. That's 95 cheese at the knees on the outer part of the plate.
The Royals are 1 out away from taking 3 out of 4. On the ground, right side, Garcia is there, and the Royals take the series. Kame